What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Sorta Interesting podcast. Welcome to episode number 85 of the Sorta Interesting podcast, and welcome to our first week of our Men in Black series review, where we are reviewing every Men in Black movie. That's Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 3, and Men in Black International. I am your host. My name is Christian Patam, alongside my co-host, as always, the man who is above the system. He is the best of the best of the best with honors, and he makes that shit look good. He will be known as Agent M from now on throughout this series. Myles, darling, how you doing, my boy?
It's good to be back here.
I'm glad we're back. This is the longest hiatus we've had in a long time.
It is. There's been a lot. Life gets in the way, but you know what? Yeah. That's why this is fun.
You can always come back to this. We're not full-time YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen. We got lives. We got normal jobs like everyone else. But
yeah, we got maybe one day 6 jobs, so we can.
Maybe one day we'll be full-time. But today we are reviewing Men in Black. But Myles, for today's side podcast, before we get to that, I want to put out the topic out there so you could let it marinate in your brain. We got some trailers to watch as well. But for today's side podcast, it's all about ice cream. I want to talk to you about ice cream, your favorite ice cream flavor, your favorite ice cream places, maybe ice cream brands, any kind of toppings, even frozen yogurt, if you're so inclined to talk about frozen yogurt.
Oh, yo.
Maybe like ice cream that you don't like, fucking popsicles, ice cream truck.
Ice cream or like frozen dessert?
I mean, because I'm going to go ice cream, but frozen yogurt, I think I'm going to throw in there just so we can talk shit about it, because, you know, I'm not really a fan of frozen yogurt, but if you like it, we can talk about it.
It's all right.
Before we get into that, though, I'm going to let that marinate in your head. We got some trailers to watch. I got 2 trailers I want to watch with you. We got the Eternals final trailer, which I have not seen any. I've seen like a teaser trailer for Eternals, so I'm very excited about that. And the second trailer I have is Venom, where they reveal the Carnage character. So I'm not very excited about that, but I do want to see Carnage. I heard Carnage actually looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and watch that real quick. I'm going to switch this over to that, and then I'm going to do this. I got to do a lot of things before we watch a trailer here. Here we go.
Right,
now we got it.
Now we got the chinks.
Now we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Snacking on bad guys.
There we go.
I am a predator.
Oh, I'm child predator.
You have got to
God.
get control of your aggression. We will get hauled off into Area 51.
I've had enough of Tom Hardy's goddamn accent, man. Just let him have the English accent.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it so I can play it again.
Already too silly for me. Stop being so goddamn silly. Be serious. Venom is not a silly character.
He's not. Symbiote.
To give you my story. People love serial killers.
At least they got rid of the terrible wig. He actually looks pretty natural in that. I miss Woody Harrelson with hair.
And what's yours?
Shout out to season 1 of True Detective.
Woody. Yeah. Woody hair.
Woody Harrelson.
Blood before that is not it.
Just bite him. Ooh.
Ooh,
I
okay.
ever wanted in this world.
That hair even looks better.
Whoa.
Nice. Oh, okay. That's pretty sick. I'm into that.
Yeah. Oh. He's probably like, yes.
I'm kind of into that.
Yeah. What, the shit going down the throat?
The old throat go.
Got freaky in his 60s.
Dude, that hair looks pretty good on him. It looks natural.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, where you going?
That is a red one.
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody.
Promise.
What is this accent? I thought it's supposed to be Brooklyn. That didn't sound Brooklyn at all.
Maybe you'd feel like home to me. Like family.
Oh, wow.
You could just say I'm happy for you.
That was going to
Michelle
be
Williams,
awesome.
fire.
I'm happy for you.
No!
God, I'm so sorry.
Not sorry.
These two need some serious couples counseling.
Oh, that guy's from Veep. That's Dan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm in for Venom or for Carnage. Not so much for Venom. Venom does not look great at all. But
Gonna watch it. That's for sure.
all right, here we go. This is the finale right here.
You turn.
Which is crazy that it's the final trailer. This shit doesn't come out till like October. So it's like, how is there not going to be another thing? I think that's bullshit. There's always so many more trailers after this, like TV spots, fucking. Especially with NFL coming up, there's gonna be fucking all kinds of TV spots and shit. But let's get into it.
It's Monday night or whatever.
Half of the population of the universe.
Waiting all day
for
Sunday night.
It's Sunday night, huh? Salma Hayek, right? Yeah. Where's that redheaded guy from?
That guy's from Game of Thrones.
That's right. He's Rob, huh?
Yeah, it's that. The Lannister send the regards.
She's just Oh no.
How long do we have?
Oh,
7 days.
Is that an
He
accent
was
now?
banging that one baddie. What's her name? I forgot her name, but she was such a baddie.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000
throat
years
god.
ago
Where's Angie? Where's Angie
She's the
Jolie?
throat
Huh?
eternal.
to protect humans from
Suck the
deviants.
soul out of you.
Oh my. Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn,
Why
that's
don't you guys help fight Thanos? Or
Hey,
any
help
of the
fight
other terrible
Thanos.
things throughout history?
This is a fucking.
Help fight
We were
Thanos.
instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
Choking him.
Oh. Is
Okay.
that Galak?
No, that's just one of the Eternals.
Or Celestial?
Celestials. So, these
Yeah,
guys.
because isn't there Celestials
I
and
haven't seen some of them for
Deviants?
centuries.
What?
There's
How many of
Angie.
these guys are there?
There's like 8 or 5.
what the end of the
No,
world
yeah, it's
looks
like 5.
At least we have front row seats.
Whoa.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
We have loved these people.
Why does she
since the
sound
day we
familiar? Who's
arrived.
Chloe Zhao?
It's not
When you
that
love
great.
something, you protect it.
Whoa.
Kumail, let's
Oh,
go, baby.
shit. Oh. Whoa.
Dude, Angelina Jolie looks sick.
Any of them.
Shit. It's like Superman.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. Well, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Vibranium.
Fall collection. IKEA.
No wonder why it broke. Fucking IKEA. Those shits are so goddamn cheap.
Could have breathed on that.
Oh, man. I'm in
Spat on
November 5th. Oh, okay. It comes out in November. Oh, actually.
That's
after
further
Yeah, I was
away.
about to say, that's after October. God damn it. How was that the final trailer? That's unbelievable. But anyways, yeah, very much looking forward to that movie. I can't believe it's finally here. I remember hearing about this years ago, finally.
So they
It's
just
here. I want to see
answered-
Kumail without a shirt, please.
Yeah. Every time.
Myles, let's get into our side podcast here really quickly. Favorite ice cream flavor? That's what I want to know from you. And if you say vanilla, we're stopping this podcast right now. Because that is an unacceptable answer to me.
It's a fucking cop out.
Do not say vanilla. It's the most
I mean-
basic ass shit ever.
It's very good.
I mean, it's fine. You could get vanilla, but
Vanilla
get something.
bean,
Yeah, get something else.
French
with it.
vanilla. I used to really love rainbow sherbet.
Oh man, I think everyone did as a kid, right? Man,
That was like-
me and my sister from Rite Aid, fucking rainbow sherbet all day from there. It was so good from
That-
Rite Aid.
Shit hit. Dude, that Rite Aid
Absolutely.
hit different. That thrifty.
Yes, yeah. What the fucking that scooper, man? That professional scooper. I need one of those in my life. Where it's just soaking in that water that's just been sitting there all day.
with all the past.
Oh, disgusting.
Like 1,000 scoops.
It's all
from that
cloudy.
day.
You can't even see the bottom of the water anymore.
Yeah, that's what I like. That extra flavor. Give it to me. You know,
It's
get
like
a little bit of butter pecan in there.
a cast iron skillet. It's just been seasoning all day.
Okay, so now I'd say I like a butter pecan kind of like I like a little crunch and I like that savory, but it's also got like it's
that's a very
like
adult flavor, by the way.
Vanilla in there too, because it's like, but because that's like the base, and then you add the others. I'm not a fan of like chocolate ice cream.
Oh, you're not. Interesting.
No, because I think that it's just too much. Like I don't know, with
maybe your palate has like
vanilla based. Yeah, with like a vanilla based or even like maybe a strawberry based, kind of like a simple. It's just it's more refreshing, in my opinion. Like after the chocolate, I feel like I need to down some like water or a glass of milk.
Yeah,
you know,
it could be a bit much. Yeah.
Yeah. I also I really like cookie dough and cookies and cream, because
cookies and cream will always be a classic, but I've had so much of that over my life because that's my mom's favorite ice cream. So
oh boy,
it was always in the house. So I would fucking eat gallons of that shit. Even though it's my mom's favorite, not my favorite, I would still eat it. Of course.
I don't go. Fuck. What about you?
My favorite ice cream flavor, since I was a kid, has got to be Rocky Road. I love a Rocky. I do agree that chocolate ice cream can get overwhelming at times, but I just like that. I like that crunch of the almonds in there. I don't even like marshmallows, but I like it when it's in Rocky Road. Like marshmallows on its own, get it out of my face. Unless it's in a s'more or in a glass of hot chocolate, get it out of my face. But in Rocky Road, I do like the little bits of marshmallow in there. But I guess like I do like the other like crazy flavors too. There's like I don't know if you have like the Filipino ice cream. It's corn and cheese ice cream, which is really good. It's like a sweet corn and sweet cheese ice cream. They sell it at like 99 Ranch and stuff. That's like always been my favorite. The only thing is the corn is fucking frozen in there, so it's so hard.
Oh,
and when you poop, it's definitely coming out whole. So you're just shooting corn bullets out of your butthole later. But yeah, that's probably another favorite. What about favorite ice cream place? That's a little more tricky because there's so many chains and Cold Stone. So that's the number one place to get.
Yeah, it's just like you can customize it to what you want. Even the wall of what they have, already pre-made
cake remix.
All of them are just like fan favorites and personal favorites. They're all really good.
You know what I just found out too? You know why they call it Cold Stone? Because they put the ice cream on a fucking Cold Stone. I was like, fucking, how the fuck did I not even think about that? I don't know why. I just thought it was just two words they put together. Cold Stone.
There and then that light bulb.
It really was.
Like, what the fuck?
I was just like watching TikToks of people making ice cream on this thing. I'm like, fucking Cold Stone. Fuck.
Cold ass God Stone.
Damn it. But what about that other place? Remember we went to that one place, Brewster's? Is that what it's called? Brewster's?
Oh yeah,
dude,
Brewster's
that might
really
be
good
my
too.
favorite ice cream place because that Graham Central Station.
Oh,
dude, that was a delight.
Oh, you know what, dude? Their cheesecake one, their strawberry cheesecake with like little bits of cheesecake in it.
I don't think I ever had that one. I've only had Graham Central Station.
Yeah, what a name.
I know, right?
Name.
It's so good, that place. I don't know where that
good.
place is, if it's like national or what, but I think I've seen one out here in San Diego and definitely like maybe two back at home. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's just like a California thing or what, but
they're around. I will say though that Brewster's, every time I've had it, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It just wrecks me. So that's it's good shit.
That's like authentic creamy delight right there in your belly.
Yeah,
that means
that stuff destroys me.
That's
instantly.
not some artificial shit in there. That's like the real shit in there.
Yeah.
What about, let's see,
Brewster's is really good too. Oh man, you can't go wrong with Thrifty. Yeah, that was like a childhood staple.
Was that chocolate malted crunch? That one's always gonna be a favorite. In the square, like old school square boxes that the ice cream comes in. Like, how do you get corners in that thing? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. There's always gonna be leftovers.
I gotta like maneuver that spoon in there just right.
And then you remember in in Aviator when he's eating the ice cream, but it's out of like the Chinese like takeout box.
The takeout
I'm like,
box?
yo, that's a crazy idea. Like until it starts melting, and then it's coming out of like every
just like what happened
when it's coming out of every fucking orifice at the bottom of that thing. But what about let's talk about ice cream truck. When you go to an ice cream truck as a kid, what was your go-to? Because I always had a go-to. I would experiment a little bit when they first came around in the summer, but as the summer went on, I would have a go-to when it came to like June, August.
I had a rotation depending on what, like if I wanted something savory or something sweet or something just
savory
like
off the ice cream truck. Like a
Choco
snack?
Taco.
Oh, I guess that was kind of savory.
It's almost like, because it's like there's a lot going on in there. There's chocolate, there's a shell, there's a waffle shell, there's like chocolate on the outside, and then there's ice cream on the inside. It's almost like it's a meal in a sense, you know?
What an amazing invention, by the way. A Choco Taco?
Choco Taco.
Who the fuck came up with that? They must be in the fucking Bahamas right now, owning their own island. Like, I don't understand how someone comes up with a Choco Taco.
DS right now, dude.
Never has a shirt on. Doesn't matter. They're probably super overweight. Got fucking thousands of women around eating Choco Tacos, just pouring them on women. Just, man, what a life the Choco Taco must have. Mr. Choco himself.
Or the, like, if it's hot summer, if they had them, those, you know, those cylindrical, perfect popsicle, like mango, pineapple, or something like that. Or was it mango? It was like pineapple orange, but it was like a swirl almost. And it was like a perfect.
Oh, where you were like
cylinder.
sticking through the thing? Is it that?
It almost was. It wasn't like a push pop like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like the orange one.
Yeah, it's the orange.
Yeah. Oh,
but it wasn't orange flavored. It was.
No,
it was like pineapple and like.
It was like a swirly orange thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
Dude,
what that one's called.
That
was really
one
good. Yeah.
was my like all-time favorite.
Yeah.
That was my all-time favorite. That, and then I was always getting the Ninja Turtle one with the eyes. With
Dude,
the
shout
eyes.
out to all the character popsicles that they had. But
Tweety Bird.
Fuck those goddamn the eyeballs. I hate bubblegum. And those always tasted like shit. They would last 2 seconds before they get fucking rock hard in your mouth. You gotta spit them out. And it would like taint like the eye area around there too, and it tasted like bubblegum too, and it tasted like shit.
That shit was not. Yeah.
They had like the SpongeBob one, which was okay. I remember when that SpongeBob one first started coming around in those ice cream trucks, and I tried it. Not great. The yellow part, not good. I will tell you, the Sonic one, probably the best tasting one, because the majority of it is blue, and that blue was fucking really good. It was like...
That's true. I forgot about the Sonic one. Wow.
That Sonic one was really good. Wow. But my go-to for ice cream trucks has been, and probably always will be, the ice cream sandwich with the cookie dough it's a Toll House ice cream sandwich with cookie dough.
Oh, the yellow
wrapper. I would always get that every fucking time. That was always my go-to. It was Bomb Pops. Bomb Pops were always the go-to.
Boy.
And then as like I matured into my 12, 13 years, and I was like, you know what? I got to step it up a bit. I'm going for the ice cream sandwich. Super easy to eat. Doesn't melt in your hands, so...
It's in your mouth like it should.
But yeah, man, ice cream, what a delight. Unfortunately, now it's harder to eat ice cream since we're both lactose intolerant. So
it is.
It's a whole event when you and I have to eat ice cream.
There's a lot of planning. Occasion. Yeah. You plan your day around it.
There's a lot of planning that goes into eating ice cream now at this age.
Yeah, you don't start the day off. You don't even midday snack like for lunchtime if it's hot. You wait till the evening when your stuff that you got, the priorities you got during the day are done.
Unless you're not doing anything, then fucking eat away, you know?
And go ahead, yeah.
Like milkshakes, that's a whole nother category. I mean, I had a milkshake, it's such a delight, milkshakes. You take them on the go. Yeah. You don't have to worry about them melting. If they melt, they're in the cup. So it's a shame that I can't have milkshakes all the time anymore. So rest in peace to milkshakes.
Rest in peace to milkshakes. Rest in peace to our fucking stomachs, dude.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to hear more content like what you just heard, you can donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/sortainteresting, where you could donate at the $1 level. And Myles, if the beautiful people out there would like to hear the back catalog of our podcast, where could they find us? Please tell them.
Sortainteresting.com. That's where you're listening to this. And all of our podcasts from the past, our old series. This whole entire series of Men in Black will be on there. Our Patreon link is on there. I think we have our social links on there too, right?
We got all the links on there.
Yeah, all the links are on there. Our YouTube link, well, no, you just go to YouTube and then you type us in.
Yeah.
Sort of interesting. We're the first one that pops up. We don't have a link yet, but we will. One of these decades.
Let me get a subscriber count. I don't even know where we're at with subscribers here.
Yeah,
keep going.
But if you go on there, I mean, just search us, and we are the first ones that pop up. And the more traffic we get, the more views, the more subscribers, the sooner we'll get our own link, and then we'll be able to put that up on our site. We'll be able to put that up in our headers and all that stuff, instead of just saying check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah. We are at 184 subscribers, which is
cool.
21 more than we've had in the last 28 days. So that's pretty cool. It's been going up, even though we haven't posted anything. Myles, the Mummy Returns podcast, 39,000 views.
Oh my god! You know what it is? It's the second coming of Christ.
Are you fucking kidding me? The resurgence of Brendan Fraser within these last few months has been nothing but good news for us, since already our number one rated podcast on here. So just the fact that Brendan Fraser has just been blowing up these last couple months, I'm pretty sure people are searching Brendan Fraser all over YouTube. So hopefully our thing comes up. But 39,000, that's pretty cool.
They're just gonna watch us, listen to us stroking him. We love Brendan Fraser here, dude.
Verbally sucking off Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
we have like an hour and a half. Yeah.
For a long time. I was just recently watching Blast from the Past. If you haven't seen that movie,
my god!
Oh my
his
god,
hair,
so good. It's
hair.
fantastic. Yeah, he's a beautiful man.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, now he's aged, but you know what? Still a good guy.
He's gonna come back. Watch, he's got cast into that Martin Scorsese movie that has like Leonardo DiCaprio in there too. I mean,
I heard about that.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming back, and everyone on TikTok is loving him. So just watch out for Brendan Fraser in the next 5 years, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll go grab at his ass.
Let's see. Did you finish there? I think you're done, right? Okay, so let's get into some production details for Men in Black. Release date July 2nd, 1997. Myles, 1997, a year for movies. We were, what, 4 years old? I don't know what 4 years old is. Are we in school at 4 years old?
No.
What a movie for years in 1997. I will name the 3 top grossing movies of that year. Number one, of course, Titanic. Who could forget Titanic? The number.
Oh, we got to
one
change
movie.
the overlay.
Oh, you're watching the other thing. Hold on.
I'm watching the other.
Yeah. I mean, it's still change windows. And we'll go to OBS. There you go.
Oh,
now I can see you. But yeah, number one, Titanic. Number two, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Myles, I am sick and tired of the slander that Lost World Jurassic Park gets. I get the slander for number 3. I get the slander for the rest of the Jurassic Park series with Chris Pratt, the Jurassic World series, but I will not stand for the slander for Lost World Jurassic Park. It is a good movie. I promise it is a good movie. Give it a chance. It's on HBO Max right now. It just came out on there.
The trilogy is
on there. Give it a chance, please. It's Jeff Goldblum and fucking Vince Vaughn and Julianne Moore. Are you kidding me? It doesn't get any better than that. And then number 3 top grossing movie of the year is Men in Black. I didn't know it did that well that year. Director,
Okay, go ahead. Go through your.
Director is Barry Sonnenfeld, known for The Addams Family, Addams Family Values, and a movie you and I both cherish, Wild Wild West. One of the last memories I have of us in that last apartment watching Wild Wild West. It was such a delight. That was the first time watching that movie in like fucking 10 years.
But on the inside, you are yellow.
Fucking Kenneth Branagh with a crazy Western accent.
Oh, he had that RDJ Iron Man.
Yeah, it was like a nasty like Southern accent with the facial hair.
The dude from freaking Hunger Games too. That same kind of like facial hair.
Oh yeah. He had like the flames on the side. That
shit
was so sick. Writer Ed Solomon, known for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, the Super Mario Brothers movie, Charlie's Angels, Now You See Me 1 and 2, and Myles, one of the most underrated comedies of all time. I quote this all the time, where Michael Douglas, or the guy was like, "She hit me," and Michael Douglas says, "Did you like it?
Did you like it?"
The In-Laws with Michael Douglas, man, and Albert Brooks, just a fucking classic, underrated comedy. Go check it out. Budget $90 million, not a lot. Then the box office just destroying it, $589 million. Good for them. And then runtime 1 hour 38 minutes, which is like right there in my sweet spot for movies.
It's a good length.
Yeah.
Girth. It overall feels just great when you're in it and it's in you. The movie's great too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, go into it. Your initial thoughts. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's fantastic, dude. I love this movie. I can watch this one over and over again, like from all the other ones. Aside from all the other ones, like this was like at the time too. Like, yeah, I don't know. It had good CG.
I know, right?
What it was.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how much the CG still stands up today.
It
1997.
It really does. Yeah, watching it in HD too. You know, it's like you could really tell, like in HD now, from movies back then with CG, like you can really pick it apart pretty.
I mean, Myles,
tough.
If you like the CG in this, go watch Lost World Jurassic Park. I'm telling you, the CG in that is the same. It looks really good. It holds up.
Maybe this was just the year where it's just like,
I'm a fanboy of Lost World Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we're getting our shit together. Also, this movie had a great cast.
Oh yeah,
it was star-studded. You know, like you have Vincent.
I fucking love Vincent D'Onofrio, man.
Come on, man.
Vincent
like,
D'Onofrio may be coming back as Kingpin as well from his Daredevil days, which he was a fucking fantastic Kingpin. He was probably the best Kingpin we've ever seen. One of the best villains in Marvel history. He was so fucking good.
He really was. Dude, you got Uncle Rico.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It was the van driver. I mean, yeah, it was a small part, but like that's
been his whole career though. It's all small parts like that, except for
Tony Shalhoub.
Oh my god, yes.
Rip Torn, come on.
Rip to Rip, you know. Rest in peace to Rip.
Rip to Rip. You got everybody played their part. It's a good movie. I like it.
Fantastic. But yeah, this was one of the earliest like adult movies. I say adult, not XXX, but adult themed movies that I remember watching as a kid, and just immediately fell in love with. Right, with all the cool tech going on. I didn't really understand anything with the story, but I just love the aesthetics of everything. And even though it is based off of like the comic book series Men in Black, I think this idea of comedy and science fiction put together like this is just so special and so unique that we don't really see much anymore except for like MCU stuff. But let's talk about this odd couple of Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Just two actors on opposite sides of the acting spectrum. But they work fucking so well together in this movie. Tommy Lee Jones being the straight man throughout the whole movie, yet he's still young enough to where it's like he's young enough to be like a Liam Neeson like badass, where he's still like fighting stuff. And then Will Smith, just like the prime of his career, right? Being the young Thundercat in this movie, always ready for the action, but being
from Fresh Prince.
I know, right? This was like straight off of Fresh Prince, right? And then being the comedic relief with lines in this movie that you and I still, to this day, still quote after fucking 20 years, still quoting. And then
that made
you already know.
Oh yeah.
And then my favorite aspect of this movie is just all the sci-fi elements in this. Just the name Men in Black. First of all, what a fucking name for a company. And then calling each other by just one letter has always just been cool to me. Super problematic when you think about it, because how the fuck can you have more than 10 people in one room without, mixing up the names and shit? But
I guess you can only have 26 agents,
That's true. Fuck.
That's it.
And then, my favorite, Myles. You know how I love me some movie weapons, and this movie fucking knocked it out of the park with the weapons aesthetics. We just never really
chromed out,
dude.
Just everything chromed out.
We never see weapons like this in any movie ever again, other than like Mr. Freeze in that George Clooney Batman movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They all look like that gun.
Nice to meet you.
All the weapons are like super like extra large, and they're all chromed out. They look like
godly, yeah.
They look like you're in Gears of War. But yeah, I love this movie. It just falls under that category, like you said, of just like fun adventure movies, like The Mummy or like Van Helsing, where you could just keep watching it over and over again. You don't even have to think about it too much. Just have fun. Don't think about the story aspects. Don't think about the CGI back in 1997, even though it stands up still. Just have fun with it. You know, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fun.
It's like the same kind of thing where it's like Guardians of the Galaxy sci-fi, but with comedy in it, and it's just movies don't really do that anymore unless they're superhero movies. But Myles, let's get into a plot rundown here. The movie opens up with a very unique opening credit sequence with that camera flying through the air like it's a fly, which is pretty cool. And then the bug smashes on the window of a van, and the driver is Uncle Rico, and he's sneaking some Mexican immigrants across the border. And the van is stopped by Border Patrol, and the Border Patrol starts pulling out the immigrants out of the van. And they are approached by an unmarked black car and introduced to Agent K, played by Tommy Lee Jones, and his partner D, who just doesn't matter, so I don't even know who the fuck. Oh, D. And they say that they are INS Division 6. And then K starts talking to the immigrants in Spanish. And Tommy Lee Jones, his Spanish is actually really fucking good. When I'm listening to this, I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you speaking Spanish this well? He's like rolling his R's and everything. And then he starts going down the line when he approaches a shady old man and asks him in Spanish, "What if I break your face right now?" And the guy's just like, yeah.
You have no idea what I'm saying.
He's like, "Una palabra de español." He's like, "You don't speak a fucking lick of Spanish." And then K and D pull the suspect aside and tell the Border Patrol agents to take a fucking hike. Get out of here, kids. And then K pulls out a knife and cuts the man's poncho off, and is revealed that this man is actually an alien named Mikey. And then again, shout out to the CGI and the practical like animatronics that they have in this movie. For the late 90s, it fucking holds up really well.
It does.
Mikey looks fucking scary. It looks really weird, especially when his eyeball like goes back and it kind of looks like a little penis like bending over. It's just really weird. And then one of the Border Patrol agents sees this happening from a distance, and Mikey starts to charge him when K pulls out his fucking badass gun and blasts him mid-air, covering the agent in alien guts. Let's just take a second to talk about Tommy Lee Jones' gun right here. It's so fucking cool. The sound it makes when he fucking shoots it, it's just out of the air, and then it has that perfect shot of Tommy Lee Jones like holding out his gun, and it's just smoking. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, I fucking love that shot. And then K uses a neuralizer on the Border Patrol agents to wipe their memory of what just happened and makes up a new story. And then the sound of this neuralizer is also super satisfying. I don't know where they get their sound library from. Yeah. Because these sounds, like, you never hear them in any other movie ever again. I don't know where they got their like Foley guys or their sound library, but it all sounds super cool.
It does.
And then do you remember the neuralizer back in the day when like Men in Black 2 came out and they were selling the toys at Burger King? And the neuralizer was one of the toys that you could get, but I never got it. It always looked so cool. I'm sure it was just a cheap piece of plastic, but I remember like the commercials and seeing it. It looked metal.
Was Burger King?
Yeah, it was in Burger King. This was like, I think when the second one came out. But I remember seeing the commercials like, fuck, I want that one. But I never got it. I always got like some other bullshit from that place. And then K and D have a little sidebar, and K basically retires D and neuralizes him, wiping his memory of being in the Men in Black. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, man. I never got it, but yeah, that was a time in history. Because I remember they used to have like, I'm sure they have them still. They have ices there, but they used to have like the themed ices around like whatever movie was coming out that month. So it'd be like different flavors with that correspond with the movie, and the cups were always like crazy with like graphics on them. You remember that?
That's back right, in the day? Dude. I remember that, especially because I used to go to the Burger King that was right there at the town center. I don't know if you remember the Cerritos Town Center. There used to be a Burger King. Was right it, where that
was next it to where? No, not drive-through. Couldn't have been drive-through.
So where that? Oh fuck.
Was it where Golden Spoon? No.
Yeah, it was next to the Golden Spoon on the inside. Kind of where like Subway is, I guess. That Subway's still there. I don't even know. But
Yeah, I
there was
think
a
I
Burger
came
King in
after
there
it was Burger
all the like growing up, and that was like that was the shit right there, dude. That was the shit when you couldn't get McDonald's.
Dude, Burger
'Cause
King
there was a
underrated,
McDonald's inside the Walmart that was there. There used to be a McDonald's
Oh, I
inside
remember that.
Walmart.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
My mom didn't let me get McDonald's, but she would let me get Burger King. All right, that's
Maybe because she knew Burger King always had the cooler toys. Always.
always had the.
Yeah.
I was a fan of the Burger King fries.
Dragon Ball Z toys. Do you remember
Oh, yeah.
that time in fucking history? The coolest fucking time for kids meal toys ever. Oh my god, man, those fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Were those
toys.
Pokeballs Burger King too with the plates?
Yes, I think so.
With the plates, I still have the plates. I
Yes.
don't have the Pokeballs anymore though. The gold
That was
plates.
when
or
the movie
card.
came out. Was it Pokemon 2000 when
2000,
they came out?
yeah.
Oh my god,
That was
dude.
Burger King.
Fuck.
Man, see, they had goated toys, bro.
Oh my god, dude. I still remember that fucking Dragon Ball Z, but the Goku that was gold.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. That was the fucking goat of all toys back then. Didn't even move. It was just cool to
It's just golden.
Yeah.
You're just like,
It was just like this. He was just standing like this.
looking this up right now.
Anyways, we cut to New York City and we are introduced to Jay, played by I gotta call. We are introduced to Jay, played by the one and only Willard Smith. He is in the middle of a chase with a suspect, and his outfit is tight as fuck in this, Myles. I don't know if you were paying attention to this, but he's got like this orange jumpsuit that he's got on, but he took off the top part, so and then he wrapped like the sleeves around his waist.
Wait.
Talking about Will Smith in the beginning of the movie, and he's got like this white blank jersey on, and he's got all his chains on. I'm like, bro, what kind of fucking NYPD is this? Is this Casual Friday for NYPD? Because everyone else he talks to at the police station, they're all wearing the normal uniform, but he's the only one wearing like street clothes. And then Jay finally catches up with this dude and then flashes his badge and says, NYPD means I will knock your punk ass down.
Damn, I never got that until I just recently watched that.
I know, me
was
too.
like,
me too. And then the perp pulls out a strange weapon and that Jay knocks away and explodes on impact. And then the perp does this dope ass like backflip off the wall, and then he escapes. And Jay chases him into another building. He sees the dude climbing up the side of the building like he's a goddamn animal. And then they meet on the roof, and the perp tells Jay something is coming to kill him, and the world is going to end. And then he starts backing up towards the edge and falls to his death. And then cut to a farmhouse in the country where an object comes crashing down from space into a truck, blowing it up. And we are introduced to Edgar, played by the great Vincent D'Onofrio. Fucking love him. The alien that crashes down takes Edgar and uses his skin as his own. And then Edgar walks back into the house with the alien inside of him now and asks for sugar with water. More sugar. And then he downs this whole cup of sugar water, and then his wife says, Edgar, your skin is hanging off your bones. Just the way she fucking says it. I've always hated that accent. Whatever Edgar, it's like a Midwest, like Minnesota, like old lady Minnesota accent. Your skin is hanging off your bones. And then Edgar takes his, what does he do, Myles? He takes his head.
He's looking in the mirror. He's like, oh. And then he just grabs the back of his head. Is that better?
Is that better? And then she faints, and then he just goes away.
I like
and
his
does
like
whatever.
pattern where it's just like he's stuck in the body. Like
I still don't know how they do this though. I don't know if they put like prosthetics or if it's just Vincent D'Onofrio like just like putting his neck all the way back. But it looks really good and natural because when he pulls that back, I still don't.
Yeah.
I still can't tell what's CG and like what's like just like aesthetics and rubber that they put on his face.
Really good.
It looks really good still.
That's why this movie won an Oscar for makeup.
Oh, it did. Interesting. I did not know that. Damn, that's really good. Then okay, I did not know that. That's well deserved, by the way. Yeah, fantastic.
Well deserved. Right.
And then Jay is now being questioned by his captain about the events that just took place, and he's not buying anything Edwards is saying. When in walks Kay and asks what the alien said to Jay about the world coming to an end, and asks if he would recognize the strange weapon if he saw it again. And then Kay takes Jay. God, I feel like I'm playing fucking chess right now whenever I say this shit. Kay takes Jay to a pawn shop.
To a pawn shop.
See, it sounds even more like chess. Kay Kay takes Jay to a pawn shop. We are introduced to Jeebs, played by the fucking great Tony Shalhoub, of course. And this is probably one of my favorite scenes in this whole movie here. Jay walks in first, and he's acting like a tough guy, and he's like, Jay, the Jeebs calls him Officer Eduardo, which fucking, his name is Officer Edwards. He calls him Officer Eduardo, which fucking kills me every time.
I didn't even catch that.
He said, Officer Eduardo. And then Jay asks him about guns he's selling, but Jeebs plays dumb and says he doesn't know nothing about no guns. And then Kay walks in, gun in hand, and tells Jeebs to show Jay the imports. And then Kay points the gun at Jeebs' head and says he has to the count of 3 to show him the guns. And then Kay counts to 3 and then blasts Jeebs' heads off. And then Jay immediately pulls out his gun on Kay and tells him to put the gun down. And then Kay says, "Look, I told him. You told him. You even told him." And then, however, Jeebs is not dead. And we see that he is also an alien. And Jay is dumbfounded by this. And then Jeebs grows his head back and flips a switch that reveals his secret stash of alien weapons. I always love this too when he flips it and all the shit like flips over.
Everything.
And then Jay finds the one that he saw earlier in the movie, and Kay says, "You sold a reverberating carbonizer with mutate capacity to an unlicensed cephalopoid. Jeebs, you piece of shit." And then Kay neuralizes Jay outside, and they end up at a Chinese restaurant with Tommy Lee Jones fucking laughing. He's laughing his ass off.
He said, "For Bobby, this one has my popcorn."
This one has my popcorn. And then Will Smith is like, and then Kay gives Jay a business card and tells him to meet him tomorrow morning at the MIB headquarters. And this business card is so cool. It just says MIB on it.
But he has to write the fucking shit on the
yeah, like, why don't you just have the address on there already?
Yeah.
And then back at the farm, we see an exterminator killing some roaches when Edgar enters, and then he kills the guy by shoving his gas pipe down his throat. And then he takes his truck. And then Jay arrives at the headquarters, and he's late for an orientation meeting. And this whole scene right here, Myles, just fucking prime Will Smith comedy. Jay is met by Zed, played by Rip Torn. Rest in peace to Rip. And then Patches O'Houlihan, and then a room full of military men in uniform, and Zed tells them they are all here because they are the best of the best, and they are looking for just one of them to join the crew. Then Jay asks Zed, why are they there exactly, when Second Lieutenant Jake Jensen answers.
Jensen.
What does he say, Myles?
Because you are looking for the best of the best of the best, sir. And then Will just... Like, oh. What do you call him again?
Will Smith starts laughing, and then I think Zed's like, well, "What are you laughing at?" And then he's like, "Your boy Captain America over here."
Captain America, there you go.
Looking for the best of the best of the best, sir.
Sir.
With honors.
With honor.
With honors. And then
this whole fucking scene, dude.
It's so fucking good. And then the written test begins, and right away, fucking Jay breaks his pencil because it's one of those fucking stupid test pamphlets where you gotta rip it open. Who the fuck invented that bullshit in the first place? Garbage.
Before he did that, it just rips the page.
He tries to rip it open, rips the page, breaks the pencil, and then we see everybody struggling to take the test. We see like he like puts it like this, and he's holding it like this. Such great physical comedy. And then everybody's like kind of struggling. People are like putting it on the fucking edge of their seats and shit. What an idiot that guy is. He's definitely not going to make it. He's just holding paper in air with a pencil. And then, Jay sees everybody struggling, so he drags a table all the way over to his seat. And then he looks at the guy next to him. He's like, "You want in on this?
You want in on this?"
And then next test is firearms. And this whole scene is so fucking cool. I love the whole look of this scene. It's kind of like a Danger Room scenario in X-Men. All the guys have live pistols, and then the lights are all flashing everywhere. And the alien, there's a bunch of alien cardboard cutouts are everywhere. And the rest of the guys, you see them just entering their clips at everything in sight there. And then Jay takes one shot before the test ends. And then Zed walks in and asks Jay what happened. And then we see the only shot that he took ended up in the head of little Tiffany. Little Tiffany. And then Zed asks Jay what was going through his mind, and he says the rest of the aliens looked harmless, and Tiffany was the only threat there because she's got quantum physics books in her hands, and she has to be up to no good at her age. She's like 12 years old, so she doesn't know what the fuck those books are doing. And then Zed meets with Kay behind the scenes, and Kay tells him that Jay is the man for the job. And then the rest of the group
because
goes,
he ran down a cephalopod. That's gotta mean something.
I never understood that line. I was like, because he could run far? That's why he's
run fast?
Because that's why
I'm
he's
sure
good?
Jensen could too.
Yeah.
He was black.
Yeah, these guys are like special, like armed forces and shit. What the fuck?
I'm sure the white guy had good sprinting abilities too. I'm pretty sure if you had an Asian guy in there or a Dutch guy, they're great sprinters too.
I never understood like why running a guy down was qualified him for the job. Then the rest of the group goes to another room to get neuralized, while Kay takes Jay on a tour to give him the rundown. And Kay tells Jay this group was started in the 1950s to establish contact with aliens, but Jay doesn't buy it at all, and he declines the offer. So Kay gets some coffee before he leaves, and Jay gets a first-hand look at these creepy-looking, like, alien slugs. They're all smoking heaters and fucking smoking and drinking coffee. And then Kay tells Jay the world isn't ready to know about these aliens, and says, in order to join the MIB, Jay will have to sever every human contact, and nobody will ever know he exists ever again. And then Jay comes back the next morning, tells Kay that he's in, but he doesn't want anybody calling him kid, son, or sport, or nothing like that. And then Kay's like, cool, whatever you say, Slick. But right now, your skills... whatever you say, Slick. Right now, your skills mean dick. And I love this scene here. The elevator door opens up, and we see the whole headquarters there. And then Kay takes Jay into a room full of alien artifacts, when Jay spots a little glowing ball that he pokes. And this ball goes fucking flying everywhere.
Dude, it's just like...
It is coming! Imagine it is coming at you! Hey, watch your head! And then the thing's bouncing everywhere. And then it goes into that glass room, and the fucking first thing that Will Smith says, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna pay for that. He's just yelling at people. And then Kay finally catches it in his hand, and he tells him that little ball caused the 1977 New York blackout. And then Zed approaches and tells Jay to put it on. And he says, the last suit you'll ever wear. And we get a cool little montage of Jay going through like the new hiring process. His fingerprints get burnt off. And he's like touching that thing. And he's like,
what's his face? Kay is like deleting all of his browser history. Basically, he's deleting everything about him. His birth certificate,
1997, like where it's just like the computer is just literally just the words on there, like no like browsers or anything. It's just letters on the screen.
Yep, it's the program.
And then Zed in the background. This whole speech that he gives here, he says, you'll dress only in attire specially sanctioned by the MIB Special Service. You'll conform to the identity we give you. Eat where we tell you, which is fucking lame as fuck. Don't tell me where to eat. I will fucking slit all your throats. And then he says, live where we tell you. From now on, you'll have no identifying marks of any kind. You'll stand out. You'll not stand out in any way. Your entire image is crafted to leave no lasting memory with anyone you encounter. You're a rumor, recognizable only as deja vu and dismissed just as quickly. You don't exist. You were never seen. You were never even born. Anonymity is your name. Silence your native tongue. You're no longer part of the system. You're above the system. Over it. Beyond it. We are them. We are they. We are the men in black. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. That speech was so fucking cool. Shout out to Rip Torn. And then Jay walks in with his new suit and says, you know what the difference between me and you is? I make this look good. And he puts on his Ray-Bans there. And then Zed tells Kay and Jay that Reggie, the alien, is trying to leave the city, and they need to intercept. Then we cut to two gentlemen having lunch together when they are speaking in their alien tongue. And then Edgar disguises himself as one of the waiters. Then one of the aliens tells Edgar, even if he killed them both, he will never find the galaxy, and murks both of them. And takes a container with them. Then Kay and Jay pull Reggie over. Then we see his wife pregnant in the backseat. And then this whole scene, a little too long for me. I mean, it was funny, but it went on for a while here.
It did.
a fun fact about this scene. I don't know if you noticed this. Clearly see the Twin Towers back there in New York City. It was like right in the back. I was like, ooh,
I did
man.
not.
1997, huh? A couple years.
That's just like that's the starter pack for
Never
every
forget,
like
yeah.
90s New York shot or New York based movie.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you get the Twin Towers because otherwise you don't know it's New York.
Never forget. Yeah, well, it could be Chicago, could be Los Angeles. Who knows what this place is?
Yeah, God forbid you take a fucking video or like you pan across the Statue of Liberty, you know?
Yeah. The K is suspicious of Reggie trying to leave the planet and takes Jay to pick up some hot sheets, which is completely outdated now. But I do remember seeing crazy newspapers and magazines like this as a kid at like grocery stores and stuff. And then Kay picks up one that has the headline of a lady claiming that an alien stole her husband's skin. And then they pull up to Edgar's house and we meet his wife. Then they question her, and Kay neuralizes her at the end of the conversation and makes up a story about how Edgar left her for an old girlfriend. And then Jay, he decides, Kay's story, it's a little weak.
It's not enough.
It's weak as fuck, he would say, and tells her she should go into town, find some nice dresses, get yourself a facial, buy some new shoes, and hire an interior decorator to come in here quick, cause. Damn. Just his face.
That is
just looks around. Damn. The K takes some sample of the dirt. That's the line that we still say to this day. Damn.
Yeah, hired interior decorator here, cause damn.
And the K takes some sample of the dirt where the ship crashed and learns that the alien is actually a bug. They cut to the morgue where the body of one of the dead aliens from the restaurant is being wheeled in with his cat still on top of him. We are introduced to Laurel, played by Linda Florentino, and she is a smoke show in this movie. She is so hot. I had such a huge crush on her as a kid.
Me too, dude.
And then she takes a look at the body and finds out this is no ordinary person. Kay and Jay walk in. Laurel shows them the bodies that has no internal organs. Then Laurel starts to get a little flirty with Jay.
He's like, all right, Jay, just go ahead and put your hand in there. Yeah. And dude, the whole time Jay's facial expression is like, He's like, okay, now push this aside. Okay, now you feel that? He's just. Yep, feels all right with me.
He's like, yep, all good to me. He's like, what are you talking about? No. And then,
she was flirting.
Yeah, she gets a little flirty. She's like, yeah, really nice eyes. And he's like, thank you. Then Kay calls Jay over and asks, what do you think? And then Jay answers, very interesting. She's got like a Queen of the Undead thing going on. And then Kay shakes his head and he's like, of the body. And then Jay responds with a head nod and he's like, great body.
Great body.
And then Kay's like, no, the dead body, you fucking idiot. Again, Will Smith knocking out of the fucking park. It was so fucking good. He's like, great body. Which, to be fair, fucking fire body. God. And then Jay approaches the body again, touches the ear, opening the face to reveal a tiny little alien dying that's been controlling the body, and says to prevent war, the galaxy is on Orion's belt before dying. And then Kay recognizes the little alien as one of the royal family of the Archelians, and then proceeds to normalize Laurel as well. And then back at HQ, Jane and Zed are examining Orion's belt on the big screen, and Zed tells them there is no galaxy on Orion's belt and that he heard wrong. They take a look in space and see an Archelian battlecruiser headed straight for Earth to avenge the death of the dead prince. And then Zed tells them to head down to the jewelry store and to give Jay a weapon. Then Kay pulls out a Series 4 deatomizer. And then he holds it up to Jay's face and he puts it down. And then Kay takes a little weapon out and he says, noisy little cricket.
Noisy cricket.
It's a little tiny little gun. And then my favorite thing, fucking Will Smith taking it in his hands. He's like, what the fuck? And he like holds it towards Kay. And then Kay's like, whoa, kid. And he like hits it out of the way. Whoa, kid. And then before he leaves, Jay takes a look at the gun and says, I feel like I'm gonna break this thing.
Break this damn thing.
And then at the jewelry store, they see Edgar trying to escape. So Kay whips out the noisy cricket, or Jay whips out the noisy cricket and fires. And the concept of this weapon is so unique. Never seen it in any kind of form of like comic book or like movie or TV show, with the cricket noises as he's about to fire the gun, and then as he fires it, sends the shooter flying back. It's not practical at all, but it's it's a super cool concept though. I really like it, and it's just and Will Smith just selling it at every turn, just yelling every time he goes flying back. And then the Archelians send a message to MIB telling him that they want the galaxy, so K and J seek some help. Cut to a locksmith booth. We see a creepy looking dude and the cutest little pug ever wearing a I love NY hoodie. Then we think, how about that? Remember I love NY? What an aesthetic that was back in like the early 2000s. That really was everywhere. Outside of New York, it was everywhere. And then we think that it's the man that's the alien, but it's actually the pug, Frank, who's the alien. And then Kay starts literally shaking down the pug for information. Then Frank says the galaxy is on Earth and that it's very small, the size of a marble or a jewel. And then Jay sees a stray cat and figures out the cat at the morgue has the galaxy. And at the morgue, Laurel starts petting the cat, and we see the collar, which says Orion on it, and is attached to and attached to it is the little tiny galaxy. Then in walks Edgar, and we are introduced to the receptionist, played by David Cross, aka Tobias Fumke. Nice. And then Tobias starts killing some flies. And then Edgar's not into that, so he bips him. And then Edgar takes Laurel hostage and tells her to play it cool while Jay is there. Then Kay starts to light up. He starts to light up a heater. Then when he finds Tobias stuck in a ceiling covered in goo, and then Edgar takes the cat and Kay in a badass shot. We see fucking Kay like coming through the door with his he's pulling out his gun while he goes through like the double doors. And then Edgar takes the collar off the cat and takes Laurel with him. And then back at HQ, Jay figures out Edgar is going to the site of the World's Fair to use one of the old UFOs that to leave the planet. And then Kay and Jay speed towards the World's Fair, and Jay is allowed to press the red button in the car, transforming it into this fucking this dope ass transformer looking car that has cool engines in the back. It looks really good too. Like the CG, even though it's at night, it's a black car. I get it. It still looks pretty good.
Just cat.
And then he goes like that. Gets a close up on his face.
Yeah. He didn't heed the warning of wearing a fucking seatbelt.
Yeah, and he's upside down and shit. And fucking Tommy Lee Jones's face is like this because he's got so much saggy skin on his face. And then at the fairgrounds now, Kay pops the trunk and finally gives Jay a real gun. And they have the coolest moment in this whole fucking movie right here, Myles. Kay cocks his weapon and says, "Roaches check in." Jay cocks his weapon and says, "They don't check out." Let's fucking go, guys. Then Edgar is taking off in one of the flying saucers when Kay and Jay get a shot off, nailing the craft, sending it crashing back to the fairgrounds. And this whole fucking scene right here, amazing, where the flying saucer is coming back down to Earth and it crashes through that globe thing, and it looks fucking amazing.
Universal.
Yeah, it looks like it's from Independence Day. And then Kay looking like a fucking just total badass. He's just standing there with his gun in his hand as the craft is coming crashing down towards him, and then Will Smith is he's like, "Hey man, he's like, this thing's right here, man."
Just squinting.
Yeah, he's like, but fucking Tommy Lee Jones, he's just standing there with his gun. Look at that ass.
Oh, he fucking knows. He's been there before.
Yeah, he's acting like he's been there.
Which he has, because he even made it known there's always bug trying to destroy the Earth or some fucking thing trying to wipe out humanity.
That was another thing that I missed on here, where Kay's like, we don't fire our guns in public, and then Will Smith is like, we can't do with this fucking cover up bullshit anymore. We got an alien invasion, and then Kay's like, there is always going to be an alien invasion. The only way these people are safe is because they don't know. And I'm like, this is fucking genius writing. It's so good. And then Edgar exits out, revealing his cockroach form. He takes off the skin off the back of his head, which is fucking disgusting. And then he eats both of their guns.
I'll put my hands behind my head.
I like too how you can see how his human form is starting to degrade, because the skin is starting to come off, and his eyes are all nasty. And then he turns into his cockroach form and eats both of their guns. And then Kay tells Jay to keep this bug on this planet and that he's going to get his gun back. So what does he do? He provokes the roach and tells him to eat me. And then the roach complies, swallowing him whole. So Jay tries to distract the roach to stop him from leaving and ends up finding roaches in a dumpster that he starts stomping on. And then what does he say after he's? It's all right, don't worry about it. After he stomps on one of them, what does he say?
He said, "Uh-oh, was that your auntie?
Was that your auntie? That must mean this is your cousin, or
that's your uncle."
Yeah, he's like, all y'all look alike. Don't worry about it. And then Jay and the roach finally meet face to face, and Jay says, "You need to ease up out my face before something bad happens to you." And as he finishes his sentence, we hear Kay boot up his weapon in the roach's belly and blast him from the inside out, sending Kay flying, and all the guts flying everywhere. And then Kay and Jay are kind of having like a heart-to-heart moment there, where the bug is still alive in the background, but Laurel is there to blast the remainder of the roach, and she also looks cool with the gun, like smoking, as she's like, "This is a cool job you guys have here."
Interesting job.
Interesting job, yeah. And then now back at HQ, I don't know how their suits got cleaned up, and they must have taken a shower or something, but they're all clean all of a sudden. But they're at HQ now, and Kay, he gives the neuralizer to Jay, and he's basically said, "I've had enough of this life." He tells Jay that he's going to be his replacement and to neuralize him. And cut to some time in the future, Jay and Laurel are now partners. Will Smith wearing this cool fucking like new suit that he has on. I don't even know what to call that, but the shirt that he has on is so cool. The white thing he has on the underneath. But yeah, Laurel.
And the updated sunglasses too, like the
it's
circular
like, dude,
ones.
it's like the Matrix, the end of the Matrix, where he comes out in the new suit and shit. It's like, there we go. Laurel is also now part of the Men in Black. They're partners. And then we see a newspaper that Jay puts down that says that Kay has been reunited with his wife. And then Myles, the movie ends with Men in Black by Will Smith, a straight fucking banger that I will still bump
it kind of
to
ends
this day.
Also with like it's a big part where
I forgot about that.
They were talking about how the galaxy's on Orion's belt, the whole movie. Well, Orion's belt just has 3 stars. It's big, Galaxy's all these fucking stars and everything. Well, it was on Orion's belt. It was on Orion's collar, the little cat. And it's the smallest little galaxy. Tiny. It's a full galaxy in there, the size of a marble. And at the end of the movie, we see it's zooming out to this local cluster, to the galaxy and everything, and it's a part of a marble.
Just aliens are like playing with them,
yeah, and then a big alien is taking them, knocking them against other marbles that have galaxies in them, and just puts the marbles in a bag like he's a kid.
It's a trip when you think about it. When you think about how other galaxies out there, it's like, fuck, man, we have just no idea what's out there. And it's fucking scary to think about.
And it's all moving away from us still.
Yeah.
Everything's moving far away.
There could be another you out there. Could be another me who's, very good looking, maybe very successful out there. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe maybe they do full-time podcasting out there.
There's probably a me out there that doesn't have this fucking pimple. Maybe. Never know.
Myles, did you have any trivia for us for this movie here?
I did. This one's good. Vincent D'Onofrio researched his role as Edgar by watching a lot of bug documentaries. In order to achieve his character's distinctive walk, he put on knee braces so he couldn't bend his legs and taped up his ankles.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just noticed that. He did have that weird walk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has that walk when you just got the new J's and you're not trying to crease them.
Unless you get them from those stores where they make you do push-ups outside and squats.
Oh my god!
And lunges. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Or stop. They had one recently.
Wait, this is a shoe store?
Well, they'll have like shoe releases, and to deter like reselling.
Yeah.
They'll make you put them on and do like a squat or lunge or push-ups.
I've never heard of this. This is crazy.
There's a Yeezy.
But you're also ruining it for yourself, though. Like, not just resellers.
Kind of. I mean, if you're gonna rock them. I don't know.
Damn.
It's up to you. You could choose to buy it or not. It's up to you.
That's craziness. Wow.
But they just. I think there was one I saw recently where
it's my first time ever hearing this.
They made the people who got Yeezys stomp on the box.
Wow.
Oh, they gave college students or like college graduates. It was a shoe store. I can't remember where they gave college graduates Yeezys, and I think they were free.
Oh, they gave them for free. Okay, that makes sense if it's for free.
And then they made them stop on the boxes.
That makes complete sense if it's for free. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're buying it, I feel like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's your, yeah, what if you're not reselling them? Like, everyone has to do it? That kind of sucks. What if you're like me? What if you just put them in the closet and never touch them for years?
Step on the box.
Yeah. I'll take them out on occasion just to give them a smell, and then put them back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that new shoe smell.
Love it.
The quote-unquote known aliens visible on the screen include Al Roker, Isaac Mizrahi, Danny DeVito, director Barry Sonnenfeld.
Oh, he's in it.
Chloe Sonnenfeld, Barry's daughter. Sylvester Stallone.
I remember that.
Dionne Warwick, Newt Gingrich, Anthony Robbins, George Lucas, and executive producer Steven Spielberg.
Oh. I remember seeing Sly Stallone on there. He's like the only one I see every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the teacher too.
Oh yeah. He's like, no, it makes perfect sense.
One more time.
I love that answer where he's like, doesn't make sense, does it? He's like, no, it makes perfect sense. She was a bitch.
Will Smith didn't believe it was really Steven Spielberg on the other end of the line when the executive producer first called to talk to him about Men in Black.
Oh, he's the executive producer for this movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Steven Spielberg,
I did not know that. That's why it's good.
According to Tommy Lee Jones, he didn't mind being covered in slime, but Will Smith hated it. I don't know if that, like, it's bullshit. Whatever. Tommy Lee Jones only accepted the role of K after Steven Spielberg promised the script would improve. He had been disappointed with the first draft, which he felt did not capture the tone of the comic.
I want to read the comic book. I'm very interested to see what the comic book is like, because I heard it's a super serious comic. Like, there's no comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no comedy?
No,
Wow.
I heard it's like a scary, like super serious, which I'm pretty interested in. I want to read that comic book. Yeah.
Will Smith, after reading the script, did not want to accept the role because 1 year before he started Independence Day in '96, and he didn't want to make another movie about aliens.
Wow.
His wife Jada Pinkett Smith convinced him to take the part.
2 alien movies back to back. Wow, good for him. 2 banger of movies too. Yeah.
Yeah. The little ball Jay accidentally sent smashing around MIB headquarters is said by Kay to be a quote-unquote practical joke from the Great Attractor. The Great Attractor is a real thing, a gravitational anomaly about 250 million light years from Earth, which affects the motion of every galaxy within hundreds of millions of light years. It was first detected by astronomers in 1973. So it's based off a real galactic phenomenon.
I'm gonna pay for that.
Ow!
Watch
And he's walking through while everybody's like putting their shit away. My bad.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. The site.
Somebody get him some ice. Oh yeah. Somebody get him some ice.
The site Bad Astronomy, famed for bashing science fiction movies such as Armageddon in 1998.
How dare they?
Science blunders, praised this movie for being comedic yet surprisingly accurate when it comes to astronomy facts.
You see what I'm saying, man? Everybody loves this movie.
Let's see here.
How dare they hate on Armageddon though? Armageddon's a good movie. Fuck them.
Will Smith improvised the line, "It just be raining black people in New York."
Oh yeah, that was in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh man, this was. Let's see, a couple more here. The sunglasses used by the Men in Black are the Ray-Ban Predator 2 glasses. After the film's release, Ray-Ban reported that sales of those glasses tripled from $1.6 to $5 million.
Those are the most basic ass sunglasses, and
the
name is so much cooler than what it looks like. If I'm watching, like, if I see the words Predator 2, I'm like, whoa, this must be some fucking crazy like wraparound sunglasses. No, they're just normal black sunglasses that you get from like 99-cent store. The most basic ass boring glasses ever.
Fucking shitty. The American Humane Society made sure no animals were hurt during filming, including cockroaches. Will Smith was actually crushing mustard packets.
Oh, shit.
At the end of the day, they had to count all the roaches and make sure none were missing. Those fucking things were massive, dude.
Yeah, those were disgusting.
Holy fuck, dude.
Those are like not normal cockroaches. Yeah, those are like Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Mustard packets. That's interesting. Wow. Wow. Now that I think about it, it did look like mustard packets.
It did look like mustard because it was like yellow.
Yeah, it's
out.
like spread out. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's cool.
That's pretty much it. Everything else kind of. Well, here's one more. When Will Smith jumps from the overpass onto the tour bus, he jumps from Pershing Square Bridge, the same location where Robert Neville, also Smith, is attacked by the demon dogs after the sun goes down in I Am Legend.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That was like 15 years later. Oh,
Yeah, that
shit.
was...
Damn.
Actually, I was 10. I Am Legend came out in 2007, dude.
Oh, shit.
10 years.
Wait, that came out 2007? Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought that came out way later. Damn.
I thought so too, but they projected it like it was 2012.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's like futuristic in the movie. That's right. You remember see like the we're seeing the Batman versus Superman poster.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck, everyone was so hyped, and then the movie came out, and then
everybody was like,
"Oops!"
Huh?
Oh man, dude, Will Smith was fucking shredded in that movie. But let's get to our final thoughts here, Myles.
iRobot, dude, he was fucking.
Dude, yeah, he was jacked in that too, man. What a career! What a career! Maybe we should one day we'll do Will Smith in review.
There's a lot.
We'll just throw this in there.
Really something.
iRobot for sure. iRobot is
iRobot,
fucking good.
Yes.
I love that movie. But yeah, this movie just up there for one of my favorite Will Smith movies of all time. We'll probably get more into it as we do like a series review for him, but I think it's right below Bad Boys 2 for me. It goes Bad Boys 2, Men in Black, and then probably like iRobot at number 3. Now that I'm thinking about it, I thought
iRobot is fucking
iRobot
good,
is actually such an underrated sci-fi movie now that I'm thinking about it.
It really is.
But yeah, I just miss silly, fun sci-fi movies like this one, Men in Black, where we just kind of get just sci-fi comedy with Guardians of the Galaxy, or we get sci-fi movies like Guardians of the Galaxy where it does have comedy with good sci-fi stuff. But it's either or nowadays without without the MCU. It's either hardcore sci-fi where everything's got to be super futuristic and it's a dystopian future, or it's just straight comedy or buddy cop comedy kind of stuff. So I'm glad we still have this in the vaults to look back on. And hopefully with the other movies we're gonna watch, hopefully it gets better. I haven't seen the last two, so I don't know if it's gonna get better.
The international?
Yeah, I haven't seen 3 or international. I've seen 1 and 2.
Really?
So.
I don't remember much of 3 at all. That's with Josh Brolin, right?
Yeah, Josh Brolin. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I haven't seen that one
was
either.
before he was Thanos. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested
so I haven't seen. I'm in the same boat. I've only seen.
You've seen 2?
1 and 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember 2 a lot. I remember watching 2. That one came on.
I watched
on
2
TV
a lot. Yeah. That one. Yeah. That was always on TNT all the time. Yeah.
I know it's got that Rosario.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not a good Rosario, though. That was like up and coming Rosario.
Yeah, she's kind of weird.
Yeah, like super short hair, like not really.
Yeah,
good
I couldn't
Rosario.
tell what her deal was. I couldn't pinpoint what her like ethnicity was either.
She grew into her skin. she got older.
Yeah, she did. Then I watched Alexander.
Oh my God, Alexander. Yes. That's the only thing I remember from that movie, Alexander. And then him and I think Jared Leto and Colin, what's his name? Colin Farrell. I think they made out at some point in that movie.
Fuck yeah,
something like that. But
that was all unscripted too.
But yeah, what were your final thoughts of Men in Black, Myles, before we get out of here?
I love this movie, dude. It's I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen not watching 3 or international. It's the best of all of them.
I'm gonna say, I think this is probably gonna stay at number 1. I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call that one early. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm surprised, I hope I am.
I think
then it's a win-win either way for me.
I think we will be surprised by number 3 because I've heard nothing but good things about number 3. Even though it's like not super mainstream, but I've heard good things about number 3. So I think we're gonna be surprised. International, haven't heard anything. So number 2,
I haven't really heard
know.
good things about international.
Yeah,
I don't know, just a few things that I've heard. So.
But the cast, I was looking at the cast, and it's a pretty crazy cast, and I could already tell what the twist is gonna be just based off the poster, because it has Liam Neeson on the poster. I'm like, of course, Liam Neeson's in the movie, and he's on the poster. I'm
Which
like,
one?
International. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
And I could already tell you right now, even though he's wearing the Men in Black suit, he's gonna be the bad guy. He's gonna turn on them at some point in the movie. I hope I'm wrong, but it
makes sense though.
I feel like that's gonna be an obvious twist.
Good plot point right there.
Yeah.
It's good.
If it doesn't happen, maybe
predictions.
Yeah.
We just got to start doing that for these movies that we don't. We just start throwing out predictions. All right, I predict this is gonna happen.
But yeah, hopefully next weekend. Oh wait, I'll be here next weekend. I'll be here Sunday next weekend if you're free to. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to number 2, number 3, and international to round it out.
Take a little break from those because we got. Unless you want to double up.
Yeah, that's true.
On the 3rd or the weekend of the 3rd.
No, yeah, we will probably take a break and just do Shang-Chi at that point. But yeah, that's coming out in 2 weeks, so I'm very excited.
New movie,
for that.
guys. New fucking movie.
Very excited
we could go back and do Suicide Squad at the end of this.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about that too. I wanted to do Suicide Squad because that was actually very good. Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh man. Okay, so I think we could do that. Maybe I don't know. We'll talk about it. But
yeah, we'll talk about it.
But yeah, Myles, give them the plugs of where they can find our podcast and we're around here today.
Sortainteresting.com. That's where you can find this podcast that you listen to. Catalog of podcasts from the past. This series will be up there. Our old series, The Mummy. I mean, it's got a lot of traction on YouTube.
Dude, Mummy Returns and The Mummy all on HBO Max. After that, go watch the podcast. Oh my god, dude.
And after that, go watch Jurassic Park while you're at it.
Oh my god, go watch Jurassic Park. Go watch the second one. Come on, give it a chance, people. Jesus,
give it a chance, dude. You get Jeff Goldblum's signature leather pants, right, and his open blouse.
Yeah, and even better, number 2, it's all Jeff Goldblum. It's the whole movie is Jeff Goldblum. So I don't know what the fuck you people are doing. Get your ass in gear. Go watch it.
Oh yeah, sortainteresting.com. That's it's got all our social media links. It's got a link to our Patreon. You go to our Patreon and just subscribe. Give us $1. See what
at the $1 level, people. We would love to do more side podcasts where we just don't do movie reviews and just talk about life, politics, whatever. Not politics. Fuck politics.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
sports.
I mean,
we can talk about anything. Just don't.
We align with a lot of the same shit. So it'll be pretty boring. We'll just be bashing on shit.
Yeah, politics is not fun to talk about.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about politics that much.
You come to us for an escape, okay? That's outside world stuff. Don't bring politics in here.
Yeah, please don't. With that being said, that's all I got.
All right, everybody. Well, I guess we will see you next week, hopefully for Men in Black 2. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I haven't seen it in a while, but Biz Marquis in it, so rest in peace to Biz Marquis. We'll see about that. But have an interesting day, everyone.